I mean, but this is where the surprises are going to happen, if they're going to happen. This is where you're going to see you could see craziness happen.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know
Now,
what I mean?
so there's no, I mean, let's be honest here. When a soccer game goes down to shootouts, it really is just a sort of lucky draw. I mean, your goalkeeper makes a stop. If anybody's ever seen the sports science breakdown they ever did of a goalkeeper trying to react to a penalty kick.
What? They did?
Dude,
that's cool.
It's a guess. They have less time to figure out which way the ball's going and all that than a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Or, you know, like, whatever. Any type of really fast thing that happens in sports, a goalkeeper trying to stop a penalty kick is arguably the fastest reaction you have to have. They have to guess which way to jump before the shot even goes. Like, they have to commit to a side before the shot's even taken and hope they get it right. Now, a lot of that's involved with scouting reports. That's why they do scouting reports in soccer and all that kind of stuff. But let's be honest. I mean, guessing right with a penalty kick is damn near impossible. You give it your best shot and hope for the best, but it's a slim to none chance of making that save.
Absolutely.
It really is.
Absolutely.
So
that's why penalties are so unpredictable, and everybody hates them because their favorite team most likely will lose somehow.
Yeah, right. You know, some way, somehow.
Out of all the teams left, do you know actually who has the best goaltender? Because I feel like I feel like England has a very good goaltender.
The best by far, I think, is Spain.
Spain?
Casillas. Yeah, Casillas is a monster. I mean, if you guys, that Croatia game, he saved their life because they had the possession the whole time.
That save was
header,
sick.
That header. I mean, that goal goes in. Spain's not in this.
Spain's
swing.
sitting there watching instead of playing. Yeah,
that was a huge save. And you know what? Why I give him credit? It's like the whole game, you know, it's hard. He's not in rhythm. He's not making any saves. He's sitting there. You saw Spain had the ball the whole time. So he has to come up in that last moment and make that save out of nowhere all of a sudden. He just has to become a super goalie without warming up, making little saves here and there.
Which is really hard to do, by the way. I mean, sometimes goalkeepers don't do much in a game.
Absolutely.
Which, you know, is a credit to their defense. But at the same time, then all of a sudden when they're expected to make a save, boom. From the science of soccer, penalty kicks may reach speeds near 125 miles an hour and is usually over within a quarter of a second.
Crazy, yo. That is crazy.
Beasley.
And Chepo writes in our chat room that Spain is nasty, but he definitely thinks that they're going to fall a little short without David Villa.
That's actually a really good guess. I mean, Villa's a huge impact player.
Yes.
He really is. I mean, Spain to me is a team you're looking at,
but they're still stacked.
Yeah, like you said, they're stacked. They lead the tournament with 6 goals. They win Euros like people drink coffee.
They win Euros like Yankees win World Series, bro.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing that, Jeff.
No doubt.
The Met fan in me loves that.
Hi-oh.
Nah,
man. I'm a Yankees fan.
Well, they haven't won whatever. We get the baseball.
Yeah, right.
Anyway. So... Well, are we going game by game?
We're going game by game. So
right.
we'll go with the first game, right? The first game, which
is today.
Czech Portugal.
Who you got?
Awesome game.
Who you got?
I got Portugal winning.
All right.
I got Portugal winning.
You got Portugal. I gotta go with Portugal
I think Cristiano's gonna get a goal, hopefully at least one, which will be awesome.
You know what? Because you guys want Portugal, I'm going with Czech. I'm gonna say Czech's gonna win because our friend Yana. That's why.
Fair enough. So one guy to watch out for if you're watching this game today is Czech player Pilar, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. 2 goals and 3 outings so far this tournament.
Yeah, he's having a great tournament.
He's playing really well, and the scary part is the kid's only 23 years old.
Wow.
Outside of Ronaldo for Portugal, you might want to watch Fabio Coentrão.
Plays for Real Madrid.
I sort of said it right.
Look at Dave. Look at Dave knowing his soccer squad.
My FIFA knowledge is stepping up its game, baby.
I'm telling you, FIFA.
Coentrão actually plays with Ronaldo on Real Madrid, and he assisted on the winner against Denmark.
Oh, that's good. I feel like you're always at an advantage if you can play with your teammate from the club league.
I gotta agree with you on that one. I think that if you can play with a teammate from your club team,
and then he's your teammate on your international
it definitely has got to help.
Chemistry's there, already. So
So who we got? Spain,
Let's go.
France.
And then the next one, is Spain, France, which like that's gonna be a good one. You know, I'm going with Spain because they should win. But like again, remember France is my sleeper team, so I wouldn't be surprised if France advances. But I don't know. I think you know the Spain is in the tournament now. They're hungry because they know they're closer. They got out of the group. They only need to win 3 more games to win this thing.
Yeah.
It feels like a NFL playoffs attitude. Just 3 more wins. Just 3 more wins.
That's what it pretty much is.
So we're going. All right. So Spain is. I don't know how Spain France. I don't know.
But that's gonna be an awesome game. That's gonna be an awesome game. I think. I mean,
and that game's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
Jeremy writes in the chat that Spain and France were cooler back in the day when they were battling with battleships.
Oh. Chepo wants to know, Con, why Torres is so bad.
Why Torres has been on a slump, but those 2 goals I think reawoke him. I mean, everyone's still because against Czech he didn't really play that good, but I don't blame that on Torres. I blame that on the whole. The Croatian side was on defense the whole game. I mean, no one had a flow. If you watch that game, there was no forwards that had any kind of flow until, I mean, the sub that came in for Torres ended up scoring because it was like pretty much a free goal for the guy. If you saw the goal, it was like a pass to the side, open net. If Torres was still in, he was going to get that goal anyway. So I really believe he's playing great. I think he's on his way back up to where he used to be.
And apparently Alex just tuned in as well, and he's upset that Russia got knocked out.
I was surprised Russia got knocked out. I really was. After what I saw them doing that first game, I was like, "Wow, watch out for this team."
Dude, I was in Queens, and you know, I'm not gonna root against Greece.
Yeah,
in
well,
Queens.
if you want to get home alive, I wouldn't do it either.
But and plus, my boy's Greek, so but I really didn't see them beating Russia. But then when I saw that first goal, I'm just like, wow. I'm like, maybe they'll tie it. The game got deeper and deeper. I'm like, wow, Greece is gonna pull this thing off.
I was surprised. I really was. Russia, to me, looked like a team that really could end up surprising some people in this tournament. And then you start off winning 4-1, and I don't think they won the rest of the. They didn't do anything the rest of the time.
They really didn't. Pound for pound, I thought they were the best team in the group, honestly, because they're just a solid side. Like they have a lot of good. Even though you don't see a lot of their players all over Europe, most of their players play for the Russian clubs. I think they have Pavlyuchenko who plays for Tottenham. Or did. I don't think he does anymore. And that's about it. But the rest of their players they're solid players.
Fair enough.
That's
I can't argue with that one.
That's soccer. So we're going to Germany, Greece after we had Spain over there with France.
You pick Spain?
Yeah, but remember, don't count out my sleeper team.
I'm not counting them out because I'm French, so therefore I'm picking France over Spain.
And then Germany, Greece. I think we all know Germany's definitely another hungry team, just like Spain. Both of them are hungry.
Germany, to me, arguably has been the best team in the tournament. They've been the most consistent.
They're always solid.
Ozil and Schweinsteiger. I love saying that guy's name. Ozil and Schweinsteiger have played. I mean, especially Ozil, dude. Ozil's played lights out in this tournament so far. I mean, it's been quite impressive.
He's got a little Turkish in him, so shout out to Ozil. That's my boy right there.
I don't know if you knew this. Germany's actually 5-0 all time against Greece with a plus 10 goal differential.
Oof,
so not only has Germany dominated Greece, but they've dominated Greece. I mean, let's be honest. Yeah, Jeremy, I'm with you. Germany's just efficient. They move the ball the right way. They play really, really well. So, I mean, in that one, I got to say, I like Germany, but Greece has already surprised people a couple times this tournament. So, you can't sit there and say you would be, well, yeah, you'd still be surprised, but
yeah,
it would seem part of Greece's tradition of this tournament, I guess you would say.
You can't totally count them out, but I just think, Germany's like, to me, they remind me of like, you remember Ivan Drago and Rocky? Yeah. They're just like a machine. Like, if you see them, it's like the coach just like, he's like whipping them, or they're just machines. They're just like there. They do what they have to do every tournament, in and out. They just do what they have to do.
Awesome.
They're just well ran. Like,
It wouldn't be surprising if he busted out whips during practice. You'd be like, oh, okay, well, that makes a little more sense.
Well, the Europeans are a little crazier than we are, so why not?
Oh, man, that would be great. That would be great.
so
Well, actually, it
we're
wouldn't.
down to Italy.
Down
we're
to England versus Italy.
Well, another great. I think that's my second favorite game in this whole little bracket here to watch. Because I'm rooting for England, actually. The whole time I've been rooting for them. So, because I just want to see them win something, do something.
Yeah,
they have a good squad.
They've always come up
They
short.
play good soccer. They
Me,
always
me
come
and
up
Joey
short.
are pulling for the Italians.
Nah, I'm not rooting for Italy. I always do, but I think England's going to win the game, to be honest with you. I just think they have a better squad.
You changed your pick?
Nah, I always root for Italy, but like tonight, when we get to Game 5 preview, I'm going to be rooting for OKC, but I think Miami's going to win tonight.
True.
I'm rooting for Italy, but I think England's going to win the game.
That's fair. Well said. Yeah, I mean, that's, again, don't be surprised, though. Italy's a tough team. I mean, in my opinion, I don't like their style of play. I mean, even when you watch the Italian league, a lot of people say their games are a little boring, but, they get the job done.
It's all that matters.
You know
Just
what I
want to
mean?
win.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's be honest here. If you're a fan of the team, you don't care if they're entertaining or not. You just want them to win. And that's all you're worried about. It's all you're watching. I know what you're saying, though, with the people, their style of play is a little, sort of blah.
Yeah. Yep.
But at the same time, that's the thing about soccer to me, is that the games themselves can get sort of boring, almost, when teams aren't attacking and counterattacking and, set pieces. You're not getting all that, and it's just sort of a lot of passing.
Yeah.
But if you watch the game enough, you realize that it's all schemed out.
It's like a chess match.
Yeah,
that's what it really is.
You move backwards sometimes so that you can move forwards.
Exactly. Yeah.
You pass the ball all the way to the other side of the field, not because you're trying to kill more time. It's you want to get the defense to open up more. There's reasoning behind all of it, but if you're just an average soccer fan, it's hard to understand that and really get into it. Or if you don't like soccer and you've never really watched it, to me, soccer, like I got grabbed by soccer in the 2006 World Cup.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Was
That's when I
the
turned.
last one was
That's when I
2010,
turned
the one
21.
before
Yeah.
that was 2006.
So 2000.
When Italy won.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2006 World Cup, and I got into that because of the nationalism of it, our country versus your country, the fighting of countries without people having to die. I mean,
that's always good.
It's quite awesome that you can have these battles and be able to just move on. I know Russia and whatever had their little scuffle last week with the marching and the fans fighting with each other and all that, but outside of that, I haven't heard anything really negative other than racist and that kind of comments coming out.
I was reading before the racism was going to happen. That's why supposedly a lot of English fans weren't going because there's a lot of racism.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
But,
Get past
what are
it,
you gonna
people.
do? I know.
The killer crossover.
You know what what's funny, Dave? You bring that up because I'm not much of a big soccer fan myself as well. But you know what I really love about watching this that I actually think our sports should do? In the beginning of the game, when they have the kids, I don't know if it's their own kids or if it's a random soccer team that comes out with them. I love that. I love that they have the kids out there to show the nationalism. How come the NFL doesn't do something like that? I think it's so cool, and especially at the end of the game, they all exchange jersey out of respect and everything for everybody. I think that's freaking awesome.
It is. That's huge. And that's why people, once you start getting into it more, you see it, like you see the passion in the game, the sportsmanship.
Yeah.
And then like how the countries unite, everyone's together. Soccer's, that's why it's a worldwide sport, and that's why it's so huge. I mean, people in the United States, a lot of people say their things about soccer, but honestly, when you look at it, if you really watch it, look at it in a personal level, understand it more, then you begin to realize what a great sport it is in every way, not just for is it entertaining.
Yeah.
In every other way, So
Pretty much, it's prediction time. Oh man, Con took off the glasses, ladies and gentlemen. Take it in. Take it in.
It's serious time now.
Take it
Serious
in.
time. Serious time. Well, all right. So we got. So with our picks, you know, if Portugal beats Czech and Spain beats France, they're going to play each other. And that's going to be a sick game, too, if that does happen. But I do see Spain definitely winning that. The reason, like I was saying before, just because Portugal's defense, I don't see it being that strong, being able to stop Spain at all.
Nah, I actually agree with that.
No?
Spain, to me, is just so dominant. They always just hold the ball.
Yeah.
They're really good with their possessions. And I kind of think, maybe I'm crazy just because I'm the average soccer fan, but I think it's pretty crazy that Portugal made it this far, considering, in my opinion, they only have maybe one or two really good players.
Yeah, they kind of did anyway. That 3-2 win really put them in there. If they lost that game to Denmark, they weren't making it. That was the turning point to them right there. That dude Villa, who scored that last goal, was amazing. But again, like I think the only shot they got, if they can maybe get an early goal from like a Cristiano or a Nani or who
they got to get up early on
Morelos.
Spain.
If they get up early and then sit back on D, and they got a shot. I mean,
Well, yeah,
I don't know,
'cause
but I don't see
if they can sit back and just settle playing defense and not worry about the attack as much,
yeah.
it could give them a really good chance against Spain. But
Got your
So-
boy Harlem in the chat room right now.
what up,
there
Steve
he
Harlem?
is.
How you
What up,
doing,
Steve?
sir?
And then the next game, which is going to be Germany versus England, if that ends up happening, that's going to be a sick game because that's the rematch of the 2010 World Cup when England got robbed of that legit total goal. The ball was like 5 feet in
man,
there.
that
She showed
was-
a replay of that because now, you know, karma worked around and, you know, they got away with that goal not being called against Ukraine.
Yeah.
So, which, I mean, you know, everybody says, you know, the goal line technology. I do agree with the goal line technology, but I also kind of agree with the sport's been like this since it was invented.
Yeah, but think about it, though. If the technology's there, to at least just do the goals.
Yeah.
Not
No,
even
that's what
just
I'm
to get
saying.
into it even more, but just for the goals.
Yeah.
You got to use it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Because that's not going to kill the momentum of the game or anything.
Nah.
They can go
Because
back.
a goal's a goal. A goal's a goal. Like, yeah, like you're saying, it's legit. If the ball went all the way over the line, it should be counted as a goal. And that's it. You know, you can't take, and that's a, you know,
It's a very
goals-
simple rule to
Yeah,
understand.
and then
That's-
and goals too. Like this isn't basketball or football where it's a high scoring game. One little
Yeah,
goal,
one goal makes a whole difference.
A huge difference. So yeah, I do kind of agree with you. Yeah, they do need to. I mean, fix that up.
Because think about it, dude. Imagine Ukraine scores that goal. It's 1-1. Momentum swings toward them.
Absolutely.
And
I
you
mean, they
never
have to
know-
win that game, but yeah, the momentum, like you're saying,
You
does
never know
swing
what
on it.
happens from that point because that came out around the 62nd minute.
Mm-hmm.
Still, you gotta have 38 minutes, 28 minutes left in the game, so you don't know what happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Harlan put in the chat room that Greece is going to pull it off and gyros for everybody.
We're all going to the city for gyros, bro. All going to the city for gyros.
They got some good gyros down there.
Oh, yeah?
course
they do.
Of course they do. You know what? Our boy Justin Nunn, he would randomly drive to the city, drive 45 minutes for a good gyro.
And then yeah, there's
would.
that other spot in the city too, that by the Hilton. But
We got a lot of good comments on that. You got Storms in the chat room. What up, Storms? You saying Ukraine's missed goal against England is the latest reason why soccer needs goal line technology. Then Chepo puts in that Alex asks, wasn't that the point of putting
The extra officials,
official
yeah.
on the end line?
yeah, that was the extra official sitting there staring. But I mean, you can't blame the guy. I mean, it's happened so quick, it's hard to see. But I mean, you have the extra officials there. How they missed that? I mean, I don't know. But it was kind of tight. But I guess. Because when you're standing against the goal, like you could see the ball go over. Like that ball went over. I saw a replay.
I
like,
thought it went
I thought
over.
it didn't. I actually thought like a tiny piece wasn't over. Because if that's the rule. If the littlest piece isn't
see-
over, that's not a goal.
Yes, but correct. But my question is, if you have the official standing 10 feet away, how are you supposed to see that
Yeah, you
little
can't see that little
fraction
piece. That's the thing.
of the ball
You can't.
not going in?
You can't. So he has to really make a crazy judgment call, which he made the wrong one.
Yo, they should just have a little replay booth right next to the goal or something. You know, as soon as it happens, blow the whistle. We'll take a minute, just check it out.
They're gonna put a chip, I think, in the ball, and like as soon as it grows over the plane, it like there's like a little light that goes on.
A little light or something.
Just it's like a simple thing. I mean, yeah, they should really add that, and they don't even have to make a big deal about it, just to help the refs. Like, okay, the light goes on. Oh, look, it was a goal. Let me not call it a not goal.
I got you.
You know what I mean? And well, that matchup's gonna be sick though. Germany, England. I mean, you know, like you were saying before, I'm rooting for England, but I think Germany's gonna win.
Oh, Harlan brings up a great point in the chat room. Which refs suck more, soccer refs or NBA refs?
Right now, NBA.
NBA refs.
I'd say NBA.
The only reason why I won't badmouth soccer refs as much is because it's so blatantly obvious that these players are acting that it's not even funny. I'm sorry, when a dude doesn't even touch you, but you had to jump over him because he slide tackled for the ball and you go flying to the ground grabbing your ankle, don't these guys realize that there's slow-mo replay for fans at home? Like, we get to see this.
Yeah.
You're not touched, dude. Not even touched, and you're grabbing your ankle like you just shattered your shin. Like, oh my God.
That is, you know, that's, but what it is if you think it's all about strategy in the sport, they're trying to get a player a yellow card. They're trying to, you know what I mean? It's actually becomes like, you know, like the chess match you guys are talking about. It's part of like the chess match because, you know, one card to a really good player, then he's going to kind of back off. He doesn't want to get another yellow to get kicked out. Or sometimes, you know, some players are good enough to give the guy a straight red. But, I mean, yeah, I definitely don't agree with that part of the game.
Soccer, it's just a little overboard. Like I just put in the chat room. I mean, to me, it's one of those things where it's part of the game.
It's not going anywhere. It's so much part of the game too now. That's why it gets kind of abused.
Whatever to a certain extent. But
go ahead.
To me, it's one of those things where it's like, do you not understand? You're really just taking away from the quality of a great game. You know, you're laying on the field. If the ref doesn't call anything and play continues, you're just hurting your team.
Yeah.
You know, if the ref does call something, but nothing actually happened to you, in my opinion, I lose some respect for you. You know, because now you just messed up the game because you acted.
Yeah.
You know, but it's part of the game. It's just how it works. It's like watching Dwayne Wade go off for a jump shot. If he's not going to make it, he throws his like. Anybody that shoots jumpers on a consistent basis, 9 out of 10 times can tell as soon as they let go of the ball whether it's going to go in or not go in. Yeah. As a shooter, you just know the feel of your shot. So when they know they're not going to make it, you see the the little body movement to try and act and get a foul call. It's ridiculous. But at the same time,
I mean, the refs do a little good job. I like that if they do catch a guy flopping, which they gave a guy on Greece a yellow. I mean, I don't know if the guy flopped, but then I did see the replay. The guy really didn't touch him that hard. He was dribbling in the box, and a dude literally tapped him in the shin. He like fell, tried to get a penalty. Everyone went nuts, and he ended up getting the yellow for trying to flop in the box. The ref gave him a yellow. So, you know, the refs do sometimes a pretty good job of trying to stop the flopping. You know, they don't catch all of them, but.
Real quick, because I know we've already spent an hour on this, but the best flop I've ever seen happened earlier this year, and I forget what game it was, but my man goes down, pretend he's hurt, and he's all the way down by the goal. The goalie has the ball. He assumes that everybody's all the way down there, so he drops it, and he's ready to kick it. The dude, man, steps up, runs, goes and gets the ball, and he scores. Comes up behind the goalie. That was the best one I ever saw.
Jeremy's just put in the chat room. He's like, if we keep talking any more soccer, I'm going to fall on the lab floor, grab my ankle, and start rolling around. That is awesome. All right, you know what? Let's just do our predictions here.
All right, well, we're almost done. So we got Germany winning. So the final again, which we predicted the rematch of 2008 Euros, Spain versus Germany.
And then who do you got?
And I got Spain winning it again.
Spain winning it for a third time.
For a third time making history, but I would love to see Germany, England. I would love to see France, England, or France, Germany.
I'm going out on a limb. I'm saying England's going to win it all.
See, I actually think Italy. I actually think Italy is going to beat Germany. I do.
Well, Italy
I don't know
to,
why.
Italy's
but
got
I
to get
do.
by England
They gotta buy
first,
England
and then
first.
I
Yeah,
mean
yeah,
England. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I meant to say England. My apologies, gentlemen. My apologies. I actually think Italy's going to beat England.
And
I do.
That's
I think they'll lose to Germany in the next round, but I think Italy's going to beat England.
that's very possible. Very possible.
I'm actually. Germany, Spain sounds like the exact final everybody's going to expect to see, and most likely we'll see. And I'll take Spain just for the fun of it. I have Spain as the Euro 2012 winners, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go. Nice.
That's my call right there.
And I've got England. Word.